Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Willis on first and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First and 10, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Willis a throw on target to Burks, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Rolling to his right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now, and with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
No coach in team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, hey, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll start out here with the option left. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Touchdown, Titans!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Bullet goal on the extra point, and that puts the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Ready? Ready?
4th down, Willis.
Escaping the pressure, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on second down.
Brady on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd and 5 now. Willis. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a game of 16. 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Willis will try again here after the pick 6.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
Wide open receiver, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole and to complete that pass.
Bullock's kick is good. And they'll come right back down to 4 now, 14-10.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
They'll set up a throw.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 37-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Oh, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Willis. That pass taken in by Burks.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis out of the gun.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constant.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added this on their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Cameron Good in there to make the stop.
The final shot before half for Brady.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
From the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
A run to begin the second half with White.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And that'll be caught by Darden. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second down and goal. Trask. That's complete right around the 8. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a third and goal.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Trask.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball. And that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
On fourth down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal.
Succop's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Logan Hall.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Play action now. Trask.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Throwing, Trask.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run again with Hilliard.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle rate just shy of the 40.
Different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be taken at the 10. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First down throw for Trask. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd down, Trask.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. The QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
12 more yards there and another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trask now off the play fake. Trying to throw the out route, and he completes it to Rudolph. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Trask now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
White will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
On play action, Trask.
Touchdown! Cameron Braid from 4 yards out.
And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
20. Ryan Succop to kick off 14th.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Nick Westbrook-Akine.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Tannehill looking to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points and gets it back with a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
Going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On the draw, here's White. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Trask to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This will be caught downfield by Gage.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, 38 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White,
22 yards.
and the Buccaneers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Trask.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.